Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're coming from. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Susan Lazar Hart here with your Congruent Living transformational, motivational mindset moment. Can you tell I'm like, yeah, I guess I always am that on a Monday. It's the beginning of the week. It's the beginning of a day. It's the beginning of this next best step in whatever you're choosing in your life, in your living. So my question for you today is, what's guiding you? What's guiding you in the choices that you're making? What's guiding you in choosing for more? What's guiding you in choosing for less? Yeah. So what brought this on was the awareness of so many people are asking me, well, Susan, how do I choose? How do I choose? I'm choosing, but no one, well, that was interesting. I'm choosing, but no one's listening. I'm choosing, but this, but. Well, my question is, what's guiding you? Really, truly, what is guiding you in the choices that you're making in choosing for more abundance, more life, more living, more of you showing up? What is that that's guiding you? Now, the next question that I might ask somebody is, sorry, I'm just going to take a sip of tea. How do you feel? Nobody ever asks people, how do you feel about that? What does that, what does that invoke in you? What does that evoke in you? When you're choosing this, go out 6 months, go out 7 years, whatever that is for you. What does that feel like for you? Because here's the deal. Our emotions are what create that vibration that attracts like, that sends it out to the universe, that lets us know, this is actually creating greater. Or, this actually didn't create what I thought it would. Now that's the cue for you to tap in and tune in to the emotion that you were playing with when you thought of the idea. What was that feeling? Pardon me. I did a lot of clearing this morning with a lot of archangels, and I was asking for more of my voice to show up and the clarity. So I guess I'm working through it. And for those of you that work with me, we work with archangels, we work with other universes, we work with other dimensions, because this is an interesting journey. So why not take advantage of all that it has to offer? And one of the things I know for sure is that everything we do, be, and say has an emotion to it. It has an energy to it. And so what I'm asking you today is to tap in to what guides you. What emotion is guiding you? So if something doesn't work out the way you thought, do you go down a rabbit hole? Do you criticize yourself? Do you decide that it wasn't a good idea anyway? Do you decide you don't know enough? Like, what decisions are you taking that are creating an emotion that doesn't actually create greater? Now, we all do that, right? Everybody, yeah? When that occurs for me, when I create that, I stop myself and I tap in and I ask myself, is this emotion that I'm playing with, blame, shame, regret, whatever that is that creating greater or lesser? Is that moving me closer to who I came here to be, to what I'm asking to create in the world, or less? Now I have that information. Now it's a choice. I could continue going down the rabbit hole. I could actually acknowledge that I was just given a clue to what could create greater, and I could choose that. And so that awareness of what is this feeling evoking in me? What is this feeling? What is this emotion? Right? And knowing that each emotion that we have creates a vibration that goes out into the universe and attracts like in that emotion. So your home play is for this week is to tap into what that is creating for you. And we shift and change every 10 seconds. So what is it for you that's guiding you? Oh, by the way, this is not a dialogue or monologue. It's a conversation. This is live. So come on in with your questions. We have a very interesting internet right now in Vermont, where I'm playing with you from. So if you have a question and it's not showing up, just type it in the Congruent Living Facebook and I will come back in and check and respond. If you're watching this later, hashtag replay, any takeaways? I'm always interested. If you're watching this on YouTube, our YouTube channel, like it and share it. Please, let's share whatever ahas and comments that you have with the world. That's actually my target is, you know, people will say, Susan, you're so positive all the time. No, thank you. And, and really it's about learning to create a habit of tapping in to the emotion, to what brings you joy, to that satisfaction, even if it's just satisfaction for like a nanosecond, right? It's like, oh, okay, wow. Would you be willing to acknowledge and appreciate whatever that emotion is showing you, the clue that it's showing you about what your next best step is? So this is all about what is guiding you, right? What emotion is guiding you? I had this client who recently said, Susan, you know, I wake up every morning and it's just, it feels like there's like poop all over my world. And I asked her, you know, how do you go to sleep? Right? What emotion are you going to sleep in? Are you asking for something greater to show up in the morning? Are you going to sleep with appreciation for what you have created, who you're being, the shifts and changes you are making in your world? And you know, when you make a shift in your world, it vibrates out to all the other worlds. So if we go to sleep with that awareness of, appreciation and gratitude, the emotion of like, yes, all right. The willingness to reach out to our guides and ask them to create far greater than we can even imagine while we're sleeping. But when you wake up in the morning and your first thought is thank you, and start to play with that emotion of appreciation and gratitude. Today is a new day. Today is the day that I'll shift and shape and tune in and tap into truly what it is that I'm asking to create in the world. And you don't have to know exactly what that is. Some of you may. You know, some of you, who are working with me have businesses that are growing, who have relationships that are growing, have changed and shifted their bodies. It's knowing what emotion are you looking for. Is it joy? Is it happiness? Is it, again, appreciation? Appreciate, the universe loves appreciation and gratitude. And so when you're willing to play with that as your guide, will this bring me joy? I'll have this or something greater. I wonder what this could create. To live in wonderment, right? The emotion of wonder. I wonder. Curiosity. What could that create for you? But let me know how this lands for you. I'm looking forward to your comments. Really so grateful for all of you who come in and share the ahas, the takeaways, and what questions do you have? Oh, I got a heart. Thank you so much. Yay. What questions do you have about your life and living? And really, are you listening to your guides? Are you listening to that inner voice? Are you listening to the emotions that are within, that are asking to be let go of? All that anger, rage, fury, hate, shame, none of that. What if none of that was yours? What if that was something that you were taught at a very young age? That this too is a choice to react in this world. Well, the people that I work with are seekers and creatives. They're people who are not sure of where they're going and are willing to trust in the fact that they have questions about truly what else is possible. So if that's you, you've come to the right place, right? To tap into your intuition, to tap into that emotion of, yes, I'll have something greater. And when we say I'll have something greater, it's not just for you. When you're willing to choose that energy that vibrates out into the world, that also is out there for anyone else who is choosing to align with, I'll have this or something greater. And that's what creates a community. And that's what we have here at Congruent Living for seekers and creatives. So number one, I want to thank you so much for being part of this community. And number two, come on in with your questions, with your ahas, with your responses. And let's see what else is possible. And thank you all of you who joined the Mindset Masterclass last week. It was amazing. The response was so yummy. I'm so grateful. And yes, there have been requests for more masterclasses. They will be coming up. I love you all. Live boldly. Live boldly, right? Live boldly. Love greatly. And be that fearless leader you came here to be. One who's willing to tap into their intuition and follow it. I wonder what that could create. Let me know. See you next Monday, right here. Bye-bye.